now we're going to build the Crank 90s tower as shown on the box. As you can see, I've got the first floor pieces laid out and the second floor pieces laid out. To build the first floor, you're going to need 12 of these building material figure stands, the ones with the peg, and 4 of these ramp pieces. We'll get to the second floor when we get to the second floor. So for the moment, I'm going to set these off to the side, and what we're going to do is build a very basic flat floor, just by connecting 4 pieces. Each section will comprise of 4 pieces, except for the, everything will. There we go. We'll set that down. Then we'll take this stack of 4, do the same thing. I'm not doing this flat on the, you're going to want to probably do this flat on the surface. I'm not doing that because my surface is connected to my microphone, and if I do this, we're going to have a lot of weird thuds and bumps and, just weird noises. And then we're going to do it for the third time over here. Alright, now we've got our 3 pieces. I'm going to rotate this piece like that, making sure that the outer pieces are there, and I guess these are called the jacks, are on this side. Actually, I'm going to rotate it even like that, because we're going to take this and flip it upside down, and we're going to connect it backwards, like so. And yes, it might look a little funny. It's going to maybe overhang a little bit, but that's all right. And we're going to take this and do the same thing. We're going to flip it around, make sure we're aimed at the right angle. I'm going to hook this together like so, like that. And we're going to have this. Then we fold this up into a box-like. Going to bring it around. Gonna force them together. Yep, gonna force it together. There. Now you've got this type of a box. I'm gonna pull my camera up just a little bit. Next, we're gonna deal with these ramps. Now, when you attach these ramps, you're gonna want to take note of this thicker, bigger connector side. That's gonna hook up here, because we're going to need, the lower connection is going to hook here. This upper connection is going to attach to the floor above. So set this off to the side. We'll take these and we'll connect the 4 pieces that we've got into, a ramp. Kind of crazy. We'll hook up like a ramp, making sure to connect to the correct, we're connecting to the correct ones. Try to say that a bunch of times fast and see how that works for you. Then you should have something kind of flat like that. Take this. Might have to do it. Bear with me if this goes out of focus. I'm concentrating more on this thing than I am the camera. Okay, you're hearing that cracking there. You're hearing the cracking. Something like that. I think all 4 have snapped. There. Fold that over. Then that'll hook here. There, like that. You can see how that works. That's kind of cool. It actually lines up with the line from the underside of this building material. That's your first floor right there. We've got the second floor pieces laid out here, and the second floor will consist of 6 of these building material figure stands with the peg, and 6 of these new pieces where there are 3 jacks and 1 tab. You'll have 2 of each of those for a section of the other side. You also have 4 ramp pieces and 4 T connectors. We're going to set these pieces off to the side that we don't need, and we're going to work directly with these 4 pieces to begin with. When constructing this flat floor, you want to make sure the tabbed pieces are on the top and the pieces with the 3 jacks are on the bottom, because they're going to connect like this. And then you're going to get a flat piece like this. Make sure the pegs are on the top and the blanks are on the bottom. We'll do that again. I think I did this kind of backwards here, but we'll get through it, right? Number 2. And, oops, got that one turned around. And number 3. There we go. Now we have 3 flat sides. Now before we connect any of these walls together, we're going to bring in these 4 T connectors and hook them on the bottom floor here. I'm going to be connecting them to this middle section right here, like that, and then have them face out like that. So you should have a connector at the bottom, to the left, and to the top, or not to the left, but facing out. You'll do that with all 4 of these sides. Making sure they are secure while you're doing this. That one's not secure. There we go. So they should be kind of hanging down just a little bit like that. That's when you also discover if you've got them all secure. You want to be careful. Sometimes these T connectors can pop out while you're working on it. So anyway, next we're going to connect to the wall. We're going to do kind of the same thing. Well, we are going to do the same thing. We're going to flip this inside out, or you're going to see the bottom side. Then you're going to connect it to these T connectors right here. As I said, be kind of careful because they like to pop out. They're not nearly as secure as, was designed, I don't think. So, just be gentle while you work with them. Be gentle. Like right there we go. Get the second side. This one might be a little bit difficult, because you've got to connect 2 sides, and one side happens to be the T connectors, which, as I mentioned before, can be difficult. You need a little ounce of patience while you're working there with these things, especially if you're trying to do a build. There we go. Our patience paid off. So now you might need to go and just kind of straighten up these T connectors, just in case. They're a little bit crooked on mine. We've got our second floor built. Set that off to the side. Then next, we're going to build the ramp. Pop these things together. Remember, making sure that this is the thick double tab is at the top. And then when you're connecting the ramp piece, you're connecting the ramp pieces to the top portion, not the bottom portion of the tab. That's important. This one's a tough one. There we go. It's already a bit of a stress mark on these ones. You're going to bring your floor back in and attach this ramp. Now, I just discovered that I actually did this the wrong way. I was supposed to attach the walls on this side and that side, but that's okay. This will still work out. So we're going to be attaching it this way. I'm going to do the top first this time. See if that makes it any easier. Actually, yep, it's got to be installed a specific way. This is good for you to see and to know. I did it the wrong way, and what's going to stop it is these tabs hit this side of this wall. And let me bump my camera up here. When that happens, the tabs and the jacks don't line up. So we're going to flip this around here real quick. Alright, I got this flipped around. It's no longer this side. I moved it to that side. So now this ramp will fit in here just fine. If you notice now, there's no tabs over here to butt up against that wall. So now we're going to properly put it together. Going to hook this on first. We're going to try this method. Yep. This might work a lot better than the way I did it before. And we will. Maybe. Might be a little bit tougher or more difficult down here. It's slowly working. Kinda. Kinda, sorta slow. There we go. Just gotta get the right push and the right pull on it. Looks like this one's about to break over here. This isn't quite the right spot. But anyway. That'll work for there. That's the second floor. Now we're gonna combine them together. I've got the two floors sitting here next to each other. This is the bottom floor and this is the second floor. The reason you know that is because this has got the T connectors on the bottom. What this is ultimately going to look like is this. And to do that, I'm going to rotate this around so we can see this side. I'm going to rotate this way around. Make sure that these T connectors go here and that this top ramp connector is over here. The theory is it shouldn't be that hard. You just put it up here and push down. Sometimes theories don't always work with these building materials. There, this is actually working out a lot better than some things in the past. So there we got this built. And that's how you put together a Crank 90s tower, making sure that the ramp goes this way, then it'll go back and come back, and it rotates a turn every time you go up a level. But this is just the basic 2 tower. It's really cool. I love these new ramps. I love the T connectors. I love all these new pieces so we can build cool, new, and interesting structures out in the real world and not just in the game world. I hope you found this helpful and informative. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And, hey, if you want to be notified when more of these types of videos show up in the future, hit that subscribe button, the bell notification icon, and you will be notified whenever I do a G.I. Joe, Fortnite, Halo, Chicken Fried Toys video, something like that, Boss Fight Studios, one of those things. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in the next video.